Stone, the grandpapa.
Okay.
Because he could rap, he was being showered with gifts. And so the only means which I could keep pace
is to rap yourself.
Yes, was to rap for me to be able to survive, have something to eat. And around that time, at every party in the community, he could go. If he picks the mic, all the freebies at the party was at his disposal. So I fancied that, yes. And that was how rap came to me.
But looking back, are you fulfilled?
Yes, sure. From where I was and where I am now, I'll say glory to God, because it's been a journey.
Yeah.
But God has been so good. Yes, music, as I know, my understanding to music is that music itself is food for the soul. And so anytime I sit to write, I think I should do good music, because just as you wouldn't go to the kitchen and prepare anything poisonous for yourself, that's the same attitude I take to music. So yes, I was lucky. My mom taught me how to talk. I call it the speech, the art of speech. I was taught, and it was difficult around that time to say anything unfit in the public space and get away with it. Because if you are reported to your parents, definitely my mom will give it to you. Yeah. So yes, I was armed with that, and I think it has shown through my career, and I thank God for that.
Your mom has contributed a lot to your success.
She was my inspiration.
Wow.
She was, and she still is, though she's no more.
May her soul rest in peace. But let's talk about some of the challenges that you faced, during this journey. 2 decades of doing good music, of providing us fantastic music.
Well, back then, you know how it was. Music and rap itself was for the misfit in society. Nobody would want the children or the wards to get into music. Not at all. They will look at you some way.
Yeah.
And so yes, it was difficult. And with me, from the background of a very religious background, Christian background, it was difficult for me to even pursue music as a career. So it wasn't easy. Plus, it was at that time very, very difficult for somebody to help, to finance or invest in music. As at that time, they would even not give you a dog chance. You understand? So it was difficult. Not like today, where people even after their degrees or pursue. I think the understanding is there now, so it's quite easier, and they don't perceive as the same way as they were back then. So yes, there were difficulties, there were trial times, but God has been good. God has been good.
Have you considered writing a memoir? I'm asking that because I know that some of your raps, some of your songs are being studied in our universities. People take time to really study what you put out there. So I'm just wondering,
Yes.
will that ever happen?
Definitely.
Write
I mean,
something, you know.
me and my team are working around the clock to put some out for people. Definitely, yes.
But do you feel celebrated enough? Do you think that Ghanaians, over the years, the things that you have done for this country, do you think that we have myself included, have we celebrated you
There's
enough?
something about me. There's something about me. I don't really look to people that much. You see, from where I came from, I know life in its totality. At the end of the day, we would account for everything we would do. And I don't really look at whether somebody appreciate me today or not. I think at the end will justify the means. I'm doing my bit. I'm contributing my quota, and if the populace see it, deem it fit to honor me, fine. If not, I think the ultimate reward is after here. So
that's what they say all the time. But congratulations to you. For being there and being here with us. 2019, fast forward,
1999.
We're still here, and you are still, giving us. I understand you're still working on other things. You're still
sure.
Working on.
Yeah, we.
Can you tell us about it?
Yes, it's 20 years, 2 decades, and we celebrating it. We can't celebrate without an album.
Yeah.
So yes, I've worked, but I'm still. Me and my team are seeing we put in finishing touches to some of the works, and so very soon people will hear what we have.
I understand there's Cypher coming on.
Yes, with the
foundation, you're also
anniversary. What we the team and I sat and I thought, you see, God has put us in a position. That is what we realized, that okay, we are in a position to effect change. We are in a position to raise conversations. We are in position to help. So why not? So that is why we launched the foundation alongside the Paimuka or the 20 years anniversary.
Okay.
So definitely, I am looking at rural education. I think there are it's fraught with so much challenges, and if you consider rural education and urban education, the gap is so wide. The rural folks face a lot of challenges.
We're still here at the Labadi Beach Hotel. This is like the spa place. It's very new. It's the newest addition, and we're so grateful to Labadi Beach Hotel for giving us this place to talk entertainment from. I'm still here with the living legend, rap software, Obrafour. I understand you were changing your name.
Well,
you wanted to change your name?
Well, it's something that I was thinking about. I was thinking aloud, so.
But you couldn't.
What it is, I chose the name for a purpose.
Okay.
As at the time of coming into hip life, or Kasahari, as I call it. I thought as at that time it needed somebody in the caliber of the executioner to come and bring sanity into hip life, as it were, because a lot of the elderly thought it was an empty noise. So it needed that caliber of Obrafour to come and execute positive lyrics, and that was it. And I think to a larger extent, I was able to do that, and now I think I'm becoming more conscious on myself now. Knowing that from this age onwards, anything could happen, and I really want to work on my salvation and see how best I can extend it to the others. But this is what I do. I had a little problem with the name Obrafour, but I mean it doesn't change anything. I think
we still love Obrafour.
Yes, we can still do that. You see, my friends gave me the rap shuffle.
Okay.
The rap shuffle, because they said I needed not to wear a cassock to be able to
yes.
Preach that.
I agree, and I'm sure the whole Ghana will agree with that one. You don't need.
So yes, but I think if the rap shuffle will fit me now with what I want to do now, I think the focus is really not to execute as it is, but now to see how best we can win souls for Christ. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll talk about your foundation and what you're up to now, but let me take you back to when you fell ill. We heard that Obrafour wasn't well, and we've been going back and forth. Yes. Now you're here. Yeah. How was that very difficult? How was it the experience?
That is why in the beginning I told you I never thought I would be here, sitting here, and enjoying this moment. Yeah. Like 20 years in music, I never thought I would be here to experience it. But God has been so good. I've had challenges, difficulties. I've gone through a lot, tumultuous time, battling sicknesses here and there, and but God has been so good. I remember about 3 years ago at the intensive ward in Kolebu. It was that grave. It was that grave because even doctors wouldn't give me any
idea what exactly is going on.
It was quite a tough time. I said, well, I've been at the junction of life and death, and for God to bring me back here, that's why I think I'm living now for a purpose, and I should know and tap into that purpose, and which is what really God wants me to do. And
does that have anything to do with the foundation that you're putting?
Yes, I you see, I think that we are all here for that purpose. We are here to help our fellow beings. I mean, God, the reason and purpose why God created us, He brought us here. We are all in service. I think the reason and purpose why He created the world is out of love. He created us for love. Other than that, I don't think God needed to create any other thing. We are all here in service, and so service to man is service to God. And I think with the position where we occupy, we can effect positive change. We can effect a change in society, and that is why when we launch Paimuka at 20, we launch